God.
Oh no. Okay, so two government housing issues have happened on the Gold Coast this week. Actually, I just went on to 9 Gold Coast News, and literally story after story, both of those stories are government housing related. So there's just been just now, in the last couple of hours, a fireball go off in an apartment building in a government housing apartment down in Miami.
Good evening. A fireball has erupted in a block of units at Miami, causing traffic chaos on the Gold Coast Highway.
Firefighters have only just gained access into the apartment block. They were called out to an explosion here on the Gold Coast Highway in Miami around 4 o'clock. When they arrived, the top floor of this apartment complex was completely engulfed in flames.
They're not treating it as suspicious. They're looking into it, but pretty wild. So there goes probably one less apartment, if not more, if it affected the other ones in the building. I actually do know of this building because I used to live down there. I actually used to live right behind it. And then we have the unfortunately very sad case of the young girl who got shot and murdered in DV circumstances just on Sunday.
Tonight about the Bigger at Waters unit where a young mother was killed. As Paige Van Lunteren reports, department officers recently visited the government property to offer support.
The Bigger at Waters unit remains a crime scene today, taped off and guarded by police after the tragic death of Mallory Jane Roberts on Sunday night. The young mother, just 23 years old. Her partner, Ethan Sage Midgley, also 23, still at the scene when police arrived, arrested shortly after, accused of pulling the trigger on a homemade shotgun. Forensics and detectives were seen coming and going from the unit, which is owned by the Department of Housing.
And that was also government housing on the Gold Coast of Bigger Waters. Oh no, not really helping my case in that. We need more of this government housing, and I just can't believe it. I'm just in shock. I'm not even making sense of my words right now, but, you know, when it rains, it pours, but, yeah. But also, I do want to say something, like, I know this is going to amplify that men and women, like the DV around men towards women, and yes, it is a massive issue, and we've had many, many severe and very, very sad cases, especially here on the Gold Coast, horrific ones. But I don't want to discredit and bring attention to that men also get murdered by a female partner once every 3 weeks. So although we're probably in the status of 1 every week in Australia, it goes both ways, and I just wanted to make note of that because I know that it's never mentioned in the media, hardly ever. I think we had that one case last year where the girl with the girl off TV, and it's not even funny, walked around with the body in the bag.
Ex-reality TV star can tonight be revealed as an accused killer charged with beheading her boyfriend in Port Lincoln.
Tamika Chesser shown here walking the streets of Port Lincoln after allegedly killing and dismembering her boyfriend, bag in hand, 3 dogs in tow.
And tragically say that we have not recovered the head of Julian Story.
But yeah, there's a lot more that go unnoticed. In fact, I used to know a police officer who was my customer, and she got a confession from Bigger Waters. Actually, it was Labrador. Many, many years ago, she walked into the scene and she hadn't been speaking to the other coppers, and she walked in because this policewoman had dealt with her in the past. And the girl just looks at her and goes, "Yep, I did it. I killed him."
Sobbing in a Southport street, a woman wipes away tears as she's taken into custody. Detectives say she's the one who called them from her own home around 2 a.m. After hours of questioning, his girlfriend walked into Southport Watch House.
So yeah, it does go both ways. But I do worry when, you know, heartbreak, it's horrific when this happens. But I do know it amplifies, and it does make it a lot harder for the men in the justice system, especially with false allegations and things. I'm not saying that all are. It's a hard one. It's a very complex issue. I just wanted to make note that things happen around when this happens, and it's only going to get harder for men, I believe, as well. And it's no discredit to what happened to this poor girl. But yeah. Radio. That's me. My heart is going do 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 do. And I've got Rosie's dinner soon, so head down to Rosie's and see how all my homeless peers, colleagues, what do we call them, are doing. Hopefully they got the music playing. When it's raining, they normally do. They bring their stereos and their boomies, and it's, yeah. All right. Every Tuesday over and out.